I came across Kulturskole in Sweden as a place where there were a lot of opportunities for children to be creators and participants in music and dance and culture. And that struck me. And I started learning more about these schools, and then we had the refugee influx in 2015 and 2016. And whereas other countries were dealing with very immediate needs, and as was Sweden, we had a very unique situation here where we're looking beyond, let's just make sure that they have a place to live, but let's make sure they have a good life. This is a unique situation where music and the arts are responding to these larger humanitarian needs, and Simrishamn was doing this quite well. The ways that children are meeting each other, and this idea of encounter and exchange. You learn so much about value systems and about societal value systems when you see how children meet each other and how ideas of childhood are re-articulated in meeting someone from Syria or meeting someone who is of a different economic background from you, meeting people that you can then exchange ideas with and then use those ideas later in life to articulate ideas about identity and culture in yourself. For this particular Kilforce project, I'm thinking about the Kulturskole's role in larger society. And the Summer Kulturskole is a really good case study for this because you see it built from the ground up. You can see all the networks that are required to make a program like this work. And so it starts out thinking from the beginning, thinking about the connections between the children and education unit and the social work and integration unit and Kulturskole and all these people who are working together with a common goal of inclusion as well as children's expression and so forth. But then once the kids get here, we have another network that forms. We have the network between the kids. And between the teachers, between those already existing community nonprofits, for example. And how are they interacting with each other and how are they perceiving their participation here? And we talk about meeting new kids, or we talk about this idea of the Kulturskole also as a place of learning, right? They learn music, they learn dance, they learn about other people. And so they're really becoming part of this community of practice that we call it, that is working towards a common goal. So now we have this kind of network that's situated. And so the kind of results of this are that children, through their participation in Summer Kulturskole, start to access the larger community networks and also strengthen those networks. If you think about what happens after Summer Kulturskole to the Kulturskole in the school year, you have different kids participating. You have stronger views from the community. You have it very visible. Even just looking at Simrishamn as having the Kulturskole located so centrally and seeing kids in their bright yellow shirts walking through the town, you can't not see that something is happening here.